May lag for the break.
And a very warm welcome to you pool fans from all over the world. We are coming to you live from Rome, Italy, at the Cavalieri at the Waldorf Astoria Hotel for day 5 of the Italian Pro Billiards Series by Predator. This is a semi-final match of the FujiFilm Women's Double Master Showdown between two great teams. On one side, we have Seoa from South Korea and Savannah Easton from the United States. And on the other side, we have from Japan, Hiraguchi and Kawahara. The game is 10 ball. It's a best of 3 sets, races to 3, winner break. A shootout determines the winner in case of Hill in the deciding set. I'm Benjamin Belhassan, and joining me in the booth from this one, my dear friend and colleague from the Netherlands, Tim de Ruyter. Hi, Tim.
Hi, Ben. Pleasure to being with you in the booth again, and looking forward to do my first match actually in the Women's Double Master Showdown. I haven't been able to see much from the ladies partnering together, so yeah, just lucky to be in the semifinals and looking forward to see how the pairing Easton and Seoa play together.
Yeah. Savannah Easton just lost this morning against Cesca Centeno in the last 16 match of the Banca del Fucino World 10 Ball Championship. So she may want to go as deep as they can with the pairing of Sosoa, I believe. So yeah, it's been a great tournament so far, and with the Japanese having great matches, but we are down to the semis, and it's money time, I guess.
Yeah, this is where the big bucks are being made. Now, interesting from the beginning. Try break. Big discussion happening on the table.
Yeah.
I'd rather go to the left side. Yeah. To the top left side of the table than the top right.
Yeah. Not much she could have done, but push out for safety.
Yeah, I feel like you have to take this on, right? A little bit of inside spin, catching the left side. Can bank the 1 ball just to the right side of the 10 and the 3. And the cue ball to the left of the 2. Ooh. Oh, this is a free safety for the Japanese.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. She went the other way around, and I think your shot was a lot better to have more percentages to get the cover, but
well, either way, they were supposed to get the save. Actually, I said this is always a free safety. This is much better, of course. Just make the one. Look at the shape on the 2. It's all about 4 to the 5. 5 to the 6 could be an issue too, depending on how you land on the 5 ball.
yeah, and for decades, Japan has produced lots of great champions, men and women, and still they always had a great school to produce champions.
Now, yeah, I like how she's looking to play this. The only issue is the outgoing line of the 4. It's easy to stun too deep to where the scratch might get on. 2 rails into the middle. So you gotta feel this well. See, it's so easy to get close to the middle from that line, but in the end they've gotten straight, so they've done a good job. But Always a bit risky. One more good shot here to draw into the right long rail and back out, I assume.
As we mentioned already, we are playing a 30 seconds shot clock with an extension per rack.
Oh. Yeah, that's not one we were supposed to see. I'm assuming there was maybe a bit of tension on the arm. Still had to do a bit of work from the 6 to the 7, but they were so near the 6. Didn't expect them to miss the ball. And this is just picking up the pieces for Seoa and Easton.
Yeah, kind of stun draw of the 7 to go to the long rail to be on the line of the 8. And they should be out.
Yeah, a little scratch on the forehead. The 8 ball not being potted as clean as she wanted to.
Yeah, she hit it thin.
So the opening rack going to Seoa and Easton. Kind of, well, it's not necessarily a gift. It's not like they didn't really have to do anything, but it was laying quite rubbish from the beginning. And the second Hiraguchi and Kawahara got on the 6, I assumed they were going to clear the table because it was wide in the open.
Yeah, she actually missed the 6, the blind pocket. Always, you're supposed to miss them too thin, just like she did when you jumped up a little bit on the shot and maybe putting a little bit too much of right English there.
Yeah, couple getting close, but no luck. Another interesting layout coming up with the 3 ball not going to the bottom right. The 2 difficult to get on, and of course the fact that the 1 ball is already safe behind the 4.
They call the push out. Maybe they're planning to leave the cross corner bank as a safety also.
Oh, look at
Kind of
this.
like that shot. Oh yeah.
Well, she did wave her hand Just wondering, did she feel like she got fortunate? I don't know. Kind of like how she's played this.
Yeah, but she might have lost the cue ball. Maybe she would have liked to stop the cue ball and send the one ball just like 3 rails and use the 2, 4, 6 as blockers. And I believe maybe she lost a little bit of the cue ball there, which is actually even better.
Oh, maybe on the second rail. Uh-oh. Hello. Hit the rail. Oh. Yeah, it was a difficult escape.
Yeah.
Either way, I mean, the only shot I could see besides, well, this option was maybe a 3 rail, but nothing easy at all. Now,
Yeah.
how do you fancy opening up the 3 ball? Maybe in between the 9 and the 7?
Yeah, well, actually it passes on the side, so maybe if they get really straight in on the 2, they can follow and catch it on the side, on the left side, but I don't know.
But how do you get on the 4 then? I mean, you gotta
Yeah.
be able to follow the 3 ball. It's like a very specific spot they have to land in to continue.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also, in this case, I would always prefer to run too far, and I can always play a stop shot behind the 7 or the 9 if I don't like it.
Exactly.
Like, they're forced into taking this 3 ball on from this position. If she went for the cut, she could have played with right spin. Off the 10 back to the middle of the table.
Yeah. Could have been an
lost the cue
option.
ball.
A little bit of stretch here for the Japanese, but should be okay. Everything is pretty much connected from there on.
Yes. Still, it is quite straight. I mean, probably draw back in front of the middle, right? Give yourself a little bit more queuing.
Yeah. Never easy being on the rail. Good shot there. And that's straight in 10. Well, almost straight in 10 to tie up the match in the first set. 1 game apiece. The Japanese to break. And I'll take a few minutes to thank our sponsors for those 3 events. in this pool festival. 6 days. We have Yalin, Little Monster, Kamui, Box Billiards, Aramith, Simonis, Vent Billiards, Banca del Fucino, Longoni, Noleggiare, Givova, FujiFilm, and of course the Predator Group. And players are playing with the best equipment on the market, the Arc tables, the Arcadia Reserve Cloth, the Arcus 2 balls, the Predator Arena Light also, which provides top-notch conditions for our professional players.
Yeah, another dry break. Shot on the one available. Bit of traveling. She's checking to see if the 2 goes to the top right, but yeah, I don't see so much value in that. Can she not go just top right spin?
Yeah, it's close. Because it's gonna slide a lot. Looks like she's gonna go for it, Tim.
I'm surprised. Could definitely still draw the cue ball behind the 5. Well, apparently it does squeeze by the 7, so nice and clean stroke there. Okay, it was all about the 2 ball, so it does give them a great chance. Now, just looking forward to see what their plan is from the 5 to the 6.
Well, if she's straight in, then she just have to draw back to the long rail and up to the center left of the table. Oh, it looks like she can stun it over. Yeah, that's good. Touchy shot here, as you mentioned, Tim. Just a small zigzag to pocket the 6 ball on the right side pocket here, I believe. Yeah, that's good.
Now just the draw in between the 8 and the 10. 1 rail. I'd rather draw all the way to the bottom short rail. In that case, you can never come up too short. We'll have to run the cue ball 3 rails probably. Well, doesn't have to, but kind of feel like it takes it easier on the cut. When you're trying to hold the cue ball, it happens quite often. Players start to hit this cut a little thicker. Before you know it, you actually miss the ball because you're trying to hold the cue ball. So I don't mind this at all. Oh. That has worked out. Not according to plan, but should be okay.
Yeah, nice little nudge on that 9 ball. Ooh.
Yeah, very shaky start for Seoa and Easton. Definitely not comfortable yet in this semifinal. They do take the lead though, 2-1. Also puts them on the hill first in the opening set.
And on the other semi-final of this FujiFilm Women's Double Master Showdown, Liu and Muramatsu took the first set against Chao and Tekach. Brought to you live on Table 1 on Pro Billiard TV. Ouch.
Yeah. I mean, in this format, it's already difficult to have balls going in on the break. And when you finally get them going, cue ball scratches too. And look at what you're giving your opponent. This is wide open. Is there any work to be done? I mean, a little bit of work from the 3 to the 5, but what a chance this is to go 2 each.
Yeah, everything is pretty much connected. The 5 to the 6 to the 7 is lying down nicely. Have to pay attention effectively to from the 3 to the 5. Yeah, you really definitely want to be in the center of the table for the 3.
Yeah, even just the center of the table is okay. Natural angle to come off the rail from the 5 to the 6.
This is where you want to make an effort to go as close to the 6 ball as you can to really be comfortable for the end of the rack. Small little one rail with a touch of left to get straight in on the 9, and this should be okay.
Bit awkward, as you can see. She's not the tallest lady on the tour.
shot there to get themselves on the board. Tied up this set at 2 games apiece.
Yeah, we do have ourselves a hill set. Player overall performance, as I said, Seoa and Easton looking to be struggling a little bit early on. 773, not bad, but they're facing 870 for Kawahara and Hiraguchi. The only difference, I mean, of course, we've only had a couple racks. I think the big difference does make the 6 ball Hiraguchi and Kawahara missed. That was a big bummer.
Yeah.
Now, 2 each. You've got the break. Make a ball, run out. Put the other team under pressure. Well, this is not gonna look like a run out, Ben.
Yeah, definitely. It's the case, often the case with the hand racking. Make some random layouts, and as you can see, the 2, 6, and 8, and the 4, 5, 10. So we have 2 clusters here. So they're going to open the first cluster, I believe, playing safe on the 2. I'll try to hide the cue ball. I don't know what you think about this shot, Tim, but it's not an easy one.
Well, probably I would be looking at zigzagging the cue ball twice the long rail to the left side of the 10. Yeah, that's what Seoa was just telling Easton.
Yeah, I actually really like that shot, but she needed a little bit of outside English and punch it a little bit to get behind the 10, the 4, 5, 10.
Yeah, she started to point at a place behind the 3 ball when she hit it at the end. So I'm assuming she might have changed her mind, but that's a really small ball to play. I like the cluster, of course.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. I think she got a little bit of a roll here. So are looking to definitely split those balls, sending the 2 ball up table and the cue ball, yeah, right behind the cluster. Good shot there. Think the 2 passes the 3, Tim? You think she's going for it?
It's a small pocket, and I feel like if you hit the 3 ball, the 2 is gonna stay in the open up table, and the cue ball is gonna be near. So I feel like the jump could be a sellout shot. See, it's like half a pocket maybe. Well, gotta say, not a sellout shot at all, but Very fortunate. One of those rolls could determine the winner for this opening set, so a bit brutal. Need a good return.
Yeah. Looks great. This is tough. If she can swerve it and go 3 rails, avoiding the kiss, that would be okay. Unless she's selling out in the side pocket, I don't know.
Yeah, the other option is, well, I don't like to go for the run out for some reason. I mean, the 4 might go now, but straight in on the 3.
Yeah. Not easy stuff. You really want to have a small angle on the 4 to nudge the 10 and play the 5 in the same pocket, but it's tricky. Oh, she won't have the angle, so she can just roll the 5 and take the shot on the roll the 4, excuse me, and take the shot on the 5 in the bottom left. So it's even better.
Well, major opportunity, of course. They are making the best out of this. Imagine they were hooked a couple shots ago on the 2 ball, and yet they do have the first chance to close out the set.
Yeah, especially with the 8, 9, 10 landing connected like this. Have to do something with the cube, although a little bit, because she's quite flat on that 8. Maybe forced it. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, perfect angle here to pop off the rail. Yeah, it looks like Seoa and Easton are gonna win this opening set. It has been quite a struggle though. It didn't come easy. So the opening set going to Seoa and Easton. Looks like team Hiraguchi and Kawahara, they're gonna go for a timeout. I'm assuming Benjamin Belhassa, myself, Tim de Ruiter, we're gonna take a bit of a timeout too. But don't go anywhere. We will come back with the second set very soon.
And we are back at it here in the beautiful city of Rome for the Pro Billiards series by Predator here at the FujiFilm Women's Double Master Showdown. Myself, Benjamin Blasen, and my dear friend Tim de Ruyter from the Netherlands in the booth. For the start of the second set, we just witnessed a heel between Savannah Easton and Seoa, and the Japanese Hiraguchi and Kawahara. And the start of the second set with the break.
Yeah, they will have to win the second set to keep the hopes alive for the title, to bring this into a decider. I'm not gonna say they didn't have any chance to win the set.
Yeah, as you mentioned earlier, a tough miss on the sixth ball in the early games was a costly mistake for Hiraguchi. Tim looks like she doesn't want to take a push, but wants to try to kick and stick.
Oh, she's going high ball.
Oh, yeah, to split the balls. Yeah, like that. That's a good shot. This is really a good shot. I don't know if she got the cover, but
I like the shot she's played. I was gonna say, if to play the kick and stick, there was quite some space around the one. But maybe she also felt like everywhere she was going to push, she was going to give up something more. So, creative shot from Seoa. Hiraguchi going airborne though, and she's missed the whole ball. She's at least supposed to make a hit there, Ben.
Yeah, I think she wanted to hit it thin to kind of play safety and separate the balls, sending the one ball towards the seven. But it's tough to control, obviously, to jump and cut the ball that thin. And she's missed the whole ball. And it's a good opportunity here for the world runner to start the run.
Yeah, still wondering though. I was already wrong once, thinking the 4 didn't go or the ball next to the 10 didn't go to the bottom left. I don't want to make the same mistake again. But especially with the angle they have now on the 3 ball, I don't think this 4 ball goes by the 10. So they're going to put themselves ideal for safety. They could stop the cue ball right there and roll up on the 9. They have chosen to go closer. Still a roll up on the 9?
Yeah, they can also thin the 4 ball into the right side of the 9 and go zigzag behind the 5-6 up table. This is something that's there. But yeah, I like that. I like that shot.
Yeah, if she sticks the cue ball behind the 6, I would say I love it. The problem is with this is you get the distance, you get some cover, but the jump cue most likely is gonna come out. And when you give your opponent a chance to make a hit, they can be fortunate.
Yeah, definitely. Anyways. You're definitely right. The purpose was to go behind the 6.
Well, no luck though. On the other side, the 5 only goes to the top right corner. And the angle they have on the 4 is not gonna serve its purpose.
They might play safe here. Kind of cut the 4 and go up table. Also, because they choosing to... Oh, okay. She wanted to go 3 rails and stop into the line of the 5, which is really tough. Because now playing the 5-6 is, I believe, not in their plan. I like the way she played it. Try to catch the 10. This is really perfect.
Yeah, what a cue ball she's played. Okay, I feel like Hiraguchi is supposed to make a contact on the 5.
Yeah.
But with only 5 balls, 6 balls on the table, it's not easy to find cover. So the end result might lose him the rack, even when you make a hit.
Yeah, and I think it's even better to go, if you want to make a hit, to go 1 rail directly into the 5, try to nudge the 5 on the long rail and using the 6. Because if you try to make the 5 2 rails, then cue ball is going to come off the 6, and if you don't make it, you'll sell out.
I like going into it 1 rail, but I'm going to try and make it, I think. Let's see. Let's see.
Wow.
Look at this. Oh, and I have to say, I feel a little brutal about where the cue ball has landed. Okay, Kawahara can still go over the left side of the cue ball, but that spin, and it's a tricky cut, and they need to get on the 7.
Yeah.
Very awkward queuing. She's gonna run into the 7.
Oh, wow. This is nice.
Well, another one. One good cut. Get yourself straight on the 8, and it would be a monster steal. What a phenomenal kick on the 5 that was from Hiraguchi. You know, when someone makes such a great shot, you actually hope for them to run out. Would be kind of a waste if they didn't, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but you see how brutal this game can be if you consider the safety plate of Seoa 3 rails behind the 10 and the position she's left. And they still lose this rack. This is pretty crazy. But that's part of the rotation games. High level, world-class play.
Cue ball on the rail. A bit more pressure on this. She's made a similar one like this before.
Yep.
So must make. And down goes the 10. So Hiraguchi and Kawahara stealing a very important one here, I feel. Kind of blocking all the momentum Seoa and Easton had.
Oh yeah, what a shot. What a kick on the 5 ball.
Well, that's another thing I believe a lot of people at home, they don't realize. But, you know, when you're playing in your local club or, like, doesn't matter where, but you're playing no shot clock, you got so much time to feel the table, to prepare to kick a ball like that in. But now these players, they have to do it in, like, 30 seconds, maybe less because you need some time to drop down too. So she didn't really have so much time to make such a precise hit.
Yeah.
Now making a ball. What does the cue ball do? Oof. Oh, it does still stay on the table. And look at this top side of the table. 1, 2, 3, and the 4. Pretty nice to start.
That was a good one. It actually was not easy to get to the 2 because she had the angle on the 1, but not like a crazy angle. So
Yeah, good cue ball. Nice control. I also like that little angle she has given her partner to, you know, just to stay away from the rail. Just brings the cue ball a ball to the right, stopping the cue ball here on the 3 ball. It's all in the little details, okay? A little bit of traveling still. Maybe not to get on the 5, but more from the 5 to the 7.
yeah, she definitely wants to be in the parallel line of the 5 from the long rail to go 2 rails and maybe catch the line of the 7 on the side. She went too far for the shot I just mentioned, but still okay. She can stand in the bottom left corner. Oh, she planned another thing. Maybe 2 rails in the center of the table here.
Bit more traveling, but she does let the stroke out, which is important too. You know, they're now starting to pick up the momentum, hitting the ball clean, so you don't want to play too sensitive over and over. Yeah, 2 rails out towards the 9. That's gonna bring this Japanese duo on the hill in the second set. We might as well go into a third one, Ben.
Yeah, actually they played flawless, very carefully running through this rack, making no mistakes and putting the effort into details, as you mentioned on the 4, to stay away from the rear. So yeah, this is clean, and after this 10 ball, they'll be on the hill.
Yeah, awesome stuff. Yeah, the numbers rising definitely on both sides. 838 for Seoa Easton against 818 for Hiraguchi Kawahara. Very close. If Hiraguchi Kawahara win the second set, I think the player overall performance will be very close on both sides. One breaker run on the right. And then on the left, a break success. It's a bit more on the Japanese side, but it's a race to 3. We don't know. Seoa and Easton might kick a ball in and run the next 2. You don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But currently the energy in that side of the table is not as high as in the Japanese side.
And the second set is Hill. 2 games apiece between Chao and Tekachi and Liu and Muramatsu in the other semi-final of this FujiFilm Women's Double Master Showdown. Cut break here. Yeah.
Well, this is an open opportunity. A bit of work around the 3-4-5. But it's go time. If they would want to have another shot at winning this set and the match, it has to happen right now.
This event was a 16 teams event. We are down to the last 4. It had a 75,000 prize fund with great pairings and $20,000 for the team champion. Friendly kiss on the 4 here, Tim, to get the right angle to go to the 5. That was key.
Just, I would say, don't get straight on the 5. They haven't. You know, straight was kind of going to force you into taking a longer 6. I think they might be able to stun this with right spin towards the 6, right?
Yeah, that would be good, but I don't think she plans to do it. Maybe only one rail in between, which is a little bit more touchy, but... Oh, no, okay. Oh, she hit it a little bit high, but the shot selection was good, so the line was a long way to go, so she still has it. Good shot there.
Well, again, the cue ball is being put quite close to the rail for both teams on the 10. But it's to pull one back. Taking this one off a scratch on the break from Kawahara to the 1. If they can get something going on their break, we might be in for another hill.
As you could see on the table 1, that Seoa and Hiraguchi are running the last 4 balls to get the second set and tie up the match. So let's get back to our business with Seoa to break.
Yeah, it's a big shot, but it does come with a big reward.
Oh, great. Wow.
Yeah, great pace too, not on top of the 3 ball. Just slightly, but could have slid all the way through. Well, it's a chance for a breaker run. First breaker run of the match for Seoa and Easton. It would be a big moment in the match 2 to do it.
Yeah, a great timing to go hill.
And some kind of way I found that 2 ball a bit scary, but she's pocketed clean. Just center of the table is already gonna work because the 5 does go either to the bottom left or the bottom right. So just give yourself something comfortable and some angle on the 4. You don't want to be on the rail, you don't want to be straight. Bit straighter than they would have liked.
Yeah, because they really want to be into the line of the 5 to avoid going 8 to the 7. This is a good stroke. Wow, this is great. Still some work to do, but she got away with the angle she had.
Yeah, definitely made something happen with the angle she did get from Savannah.
What do you think, Tim? Can she just roll it and get a little bounce off the long rail and take the cut on the 7?
I think she could even still play real soft draw. I think it's still okay. You could, if you hit it smooth, the pocket is still gonna be able to cheat. But same thing goes for going forward. I think either way was still okay. But indeed, the angle looked a bit close on the scratch.
High ball, no English, going back and forth. Oof.
She's got it a bit thin. She's lost the cue ball. Oh, that side pocket point. That might be a little difference that she's gonna like. To cue this 8 being frozen to the rail, much more awkward. But the recovery needed.
Good shot.
This 10 for a breaker run. What a moment for a breaker run. And to go into another hill set. There it goes.
Great stuff.
I have to say, kind of feel for Hiraguchi and Kawahara, because the only thing they did wrong in this set was 1 scratch on the break. And now we're tied at 2.
Looks like I recognize in the audience our good friend and master coach Alex Lely. Did you see him, Tim?
I did not see him, to be honest.
Okay, I think it was him. Because obviously, for a couple of years, he lives in Italy. So,
well, it's the Roadrunner to break the balls. Oh, nice square hit. Any luck? No. And a shot on the one. But now, of course, there's a lot more pressure on too for Hiraguchi and Kawahara, knowing that this is the moment.
yeah. Still, the 3-ball is locked in jail. So you really want to find a solution there.
Yeah, I kind of feel like you have to leave yourself an angle on the 2 to where you can get to the bottom side of the table, to the bottom short rail, and then play a safety.
Yep.
So kind of straight would be fine. This does have the angle a bit towards the 7.
Yeah, maybe she can just make the 2 and nudge the 7 to stay on the 3 and play some kind of safe from there. I don't know.
I mean, bumping the 7 might give the best position they are going to get from this angle anyways. I don't think there's much more to get.
Yeah.
Oh, draw off the 7. I was not a big fan of that. This is quite the trap now suddenly. Oh, wide open. They'll have to hope for the best from the chair. No more influence on this table. But, I mean, let's see first to get from the 4 to the 5 ball. Oh, this one's a bit pacey too.
Yeah. This is the key shot here. Not easy to go all the way down the long rail from the 5. Ooh, I think she's got it. But whew.
Well, how are you going to hold the cue ball for the 6?
Yeah.
This is a big effort. I might consider playing a safety, you know, just to still have control over this whole situation.
Yeah. Fully agree.
It looks like she's going 3 rails around with the cue ball. She wants to take on the cut.
Wow. Oh,
Where does
wow.
the cue ball land? Oh, look at this.
Wow. This is brave.
Yeah, but she actually... Well, it's almost ball in hand shape on the 6 too. This is a phenomenal shot, really. The line she's played, she was overstretched. Savannah can drop the cue ball just in between the 10 and the 7, which she has. They're in prime shape just because of that 5 ball. Unbelievable.
Yeah, really a masterclass here from the 5 to the 6 from Seoa. High ball, no English. Cut this one in, went 3 rails. Prime position on the 6. That makes a huge difference in this rack. And now, only this 9 and 10 remaining to get to the final of this FujiFilm Women's Double Master Showdown. Really a masterclass from these two ladies. Wow, and here we go. Easton and Seoa are through the final. And we did crown Henrik Larsson as the Wheelchair Open champion yesterday. And tonight at 6 p.m. we'll crown the FujiFilm Women's Double Master Showdown champion. So stay tuned, guys, because we are bringing to you live stream tonight at 6:30. It was Benjamin Bellas and myself and my good friend Tim, the writer for this match. And stay tuned for the final tonight.